Witch of Moon's Lane presents.
How to witch, bitch.
All right, how to witch, bitch. Did I come up with too strong? Sorry, welcome to the podcast that is known as How to Witch, bitch. Michelle, the Witch of Moon's Lane, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, darling.
All
How
right,
are you?
bitch. Okay. Now, today's
How
episode is going to
rude.
be rather interesting.
Yes.
We have been asked about sex magic, and I, for one, have no idea what that means. I can only imagine what it means, and I can only imagine where the next 10 to 15 minutes is going to go, which is straight into the gutter.
Exactly.
Now, it's a curious thing. It's an interesting thing. Right, you just start talking about it, please. As nicely as you can.
Okay. Well, sexual magic is very potent. And so it's about the energy, and it's being generated during a sexual arousal or orgasm.
Okay.
Now, you don't have to be with someone, by the way.
Of
You
course
can
not.
actually be on your
Yes.
own but with doing this. It's not a game that everybody has to play.
No.
But before engaging in any sort of sexual activity, you've got to be really clear before what your intentions are
Mm-hmm.
and what you want to achieve. And so it could be around healing, it can be around abundance, it can be about love, it can be any sort of desire that you're wanting. But with that particular energy, as we were talking about before, it's such a strong energy that you're putting such oomph into it.
I'm just keeping it together.
Okay, I know you're
Continue.
keeping it together.
I am. Okay.
So it's about rituals and tools. So you can sort of incorporate rituals where you can do symbols beforehand or afterwards. You can write down your intention of what it is that you're wanting. You can do this solo, as I said before, or you can do it with a partner. But both individuals have to be aligned with the intention of what we're doing. So yes, the intention is obviously having a good time and making love and all those wonderful things. But the intention is also that powerful orgasm is also going to be put to use with energy that's bringing forth
Right, okay.
what your desires are.
Okay.
So you want to set up and be quite comfortable with the environment that you're in. You know, lighting's definitely something you want to do.
Definitely,
Music's
yeah.
something you want to do.
If you want to look good.
Now, magical tools, lighting candles, and as you're lighting the candles, the different types of candles could have the sigils in them. They could be, so I make different types of candles for love and things like that, so you can light those. You sort of say the chants beforehand. So it's really, it's a lovely thing when you think about it. It's kind of like a little bit different to foreplay. It's not just like jump on bonanza, you know, get it up, get it in bonanza, you know. It's got to, I mean, hey, come on.
Jump in, jump out, bonanza. Is that?
You know the old show?
No, mate, I don't actually.
Oh, I'm showing my age. Do you remember Bonanza? Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun, dun,
Well, now
dun,
I'm just
dun.
thinking
Anyway.
about you and your partner.
Yeah, well,
but
I'm
anyway.
just thinking about, you know, they get on and they ride.
Yep, okay. Yeah, we got it, mate. We got it. Far out.
Okay, so as the energy, you want the energy to build. So that's sort of like foreplay, right? So the energy's building. So you want to sort of look at all senses that are aligned. So smell, so that's why the beautiful smell of the candles, the aromas, you know, having something nice to be eating first, like some chocolate or even looking at strawberries or even putting, you know, that on the body to eat as well. So it's about grounding as well. So before you do that, you'd really go outside and you'd ground with Earth, with Mother Earth, okay? So that's the first thing you'd do. And you'd let go of any sort of hang-ups or problems or anything you had beforehand so you can start the ritual. But you'd start by doing that with the candles and then eating it. The consent is also something that you do have to start beforehand if you're doing it with other people to make sure that you are, as I said before, both on the same path. But again, that's basically how it is. And every ritual and every sex magic is different, but that's kind of what it means.
So
it's
also as well-
harnessing the
yeah.
power, really.
So you're sort of another thing as well would be, would you say ground the earth, then also cleansing as well, so burning the rosemary or the lavender or the sage or something like that.
That's right.
And having that kind of fill the space.
Yep,
and then,
or with candles. So some candles can have that as well. So I
Yep.
have healing candles, and I have the F-off candles. So they actually have automatically the Palo Santo, the sage. So you can be lighting those as well as your love candles. So I have the love candles. So that sort of all gets the sort of the air going, the protection. You know, some people do like to also do the pentagram around them as well, so that they're in a sacred space and they're being protected. And it just depends. It's your ritual. So it's like every spell that you do. You know, everybody has their own grimaldi. Everybody has their own way of doing it. So, you know, there's no right and no wrong to this, but it's about honouring the magic as well as the orgasm and using that to enhance the end product of what the spell is.
So the spell is said or as the moment is happening.
Right. Or as you orgasm, you
That's what I
then
meant,
can
the
come.
moment
You
is- I
come.
didn't
You
need you
come
to say
to.
it.
You come together,
Oh, for goodness sake.
and I meant that as a couple come together
Yes.
and you say what it is that you're wanting.
Okay.
You know, I can just see you doing that tonight.
Can you please not? I'm a very good, down to earth
Catholic girl?
No, not a Catholic girl.
No, you're an atheist.
No, I'm not.
No.
No,
Well,
I'm an Anglican. Well, I was.
I used to be Church of England, and they turned it to Anglican.
How did we get onto religion in the middle of this?
Oh,
episode?
I don't know.
don't actually wanna know.
Probably because before 1968, it used to have fornicators and masturbators would go to hell, and then they changed it after that because lots of people left the church.
Understandable.
This is great in many ways to honour that because you are honouring making love. Like a lot of people think that it's a dirty thing, but it's actually not. It's a great way to love your partner and honour your partner, and that's where it comes from.
And I guess as well, conception
Yeah.
is another massive thing.
Well,
you
yeah.
know, in that moment,
Yeah.
trying for a child, trying for a baby.
And that's also a ritual you can be doing along those lines. So a lot of people would put goddesses around as well, that if you're wanting to do fertility, that is also a spell. So you can actually do that and bring the energy into that to bring a child forth.
Is there some sort of special things that we could do, like sort of special spells that to use? Are there specific spells for sex magic? I mean, or can you make it anything?
You make it about anything really, but if it is about fertility, you'd probably call in the fertility gods or goddesses, depending on what it is. You could even have statues that are overlooking it as well.
Beautiful. All right. Well, that didn't get as weird as I thought it was going to.
Oh, that's a shame. I was on my best behaviour. I was trying to do it in a factual.
No,
I mean, we
did.
couldn't.
You did. You did very well.
Considering I had feathers in my bras last week,
Yep.
you know, honestly.
Yep. And rocks.
Yeah, could have a dildo in there as well.
Okay. And thank you, Michelle. How to witch.
Bitch. Not a witch bitch.
On that note, 5 stars, please. Could you rate us for the enjoyment? And I don't even know what that was. But anyway, feel free to leave a comment. I can only imagine what you're going to ask. All right. I'll direct those to Michelle. No worries. Fantastic. Thank you.
Woodwork Podcasts.